Oh, dude. All right, can I talk? All right, I am so excited about today. I totally underestimated how excited I was gonna be. I've been waiting for this day for like 4 months, I think, September, October. And it's finally here. We are getting the MGB. I cannot wait to show you guys the color. I've been dreaming about it for so long, and it's finally happening today. So to catch you up very, very quickly before the MG gets here, because it is on its way on a trailer right now. Basically, I wanted to up the level of body working production on that car, but I'm not the best body worker, and so I found a friend of mine who is really good at body working, and oh, thanks, buddy. And he took over for me and finished the body work out, and he says it looks awesome. Now, I pretty much gave him an impossible project because there was a lot of work to be done.
All the cars you make.
Thanks, buddy. And that was so nice. I gave him a really difficult project. He says it looks really awesome. So he'll be here any minute now. We're just gonna sit here and wait basically until the car gets here, and you guys will get to see it the same time I do. I have not seen it, but we were just sitting here waiting, and Eric just saw it and says it looks awesome. So I'm so excited. Are you excited? The MG's almost here. I'm nervous, like anxious and nervous about this. Oh man, I wanna see it. I wanna see it. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, so freaking out. Oh, dude.
Well, my name's Cam McCombs, and I've been doing this for about a year now. I go to school at Gadsden State, Ayers campus in Anniston, Alabama, do auto body collision repair. And primarily took on the MG for more of a learning experience and an exposure thing than any other reason that I would have. But it's been a great learning experience. The most challenging part about this car was definitely getting the flow of the wide body kit to flow over the fenders, to flow into the quarters, because you know, none of that stuff's stock on these cars, so getting it to move and keep this body line still in it and have it flow all the way through the quarters and the fenders. It looks like the body kit's supposed to be on it. It was a really fun color to paint with. It has a lot of metallic in it, so it's really hard not to stripe when it has a lot of metallic in it. So when we were spraying it, we were overlapping 75% like you're supposed to, you know, and going with it, and the top was probably the hardest part not to overlap. Put a finesse coat on it afterwards, and it kind of tied everything together.
What's a finesse coat?
So when you finesse with metallics, you paint it how you would paint any other car, but on your last coat, you back the gun up about another 3 or 4 inches and then go a little bit slower, so it evens out the metallics over the whole spread. My car is a '69 Camaro RS, about 9 months now.
Just paint?
Straight. Just
paint, brush repair, body work? Just
body work. I started out, took it back to bare metal, and then did all the metal work, welded everything up that needed to be welded, removed all the rust, and then I'm priming it right now, blocking it, priming it, blocking it. And then I should be able to prime it one more time and wet sand it, and then be ready to paint. Probably the best project I've ever done, and we're gonna be showing it on the Built channel.
All right, so this thing looks absolutely insane. I'm so stoked on this color. It changes, it very literally changes depending on lighting. So like when it was cloudy, it looked like one shade of green. And then when you get it kind of in darkness, it looks like a darker, kind of almost British racing green, but a little bit bluer. And then when the sun hits it, it's like a golden green. It is insane. And Cam just did an awesome job painting this thing. Now I wanna be clear, I gave Cam an absolutely impossible project. When I gave him this car, I actually had him come look at it and I was like, are you sure you wanna do this? Because I've done several of these fiberglass metal kind of composite cars, and they're just not fun to bodywork. They're really, really hard to get straight. It's really hard to make everything work, and I mean, this thing looks so good. So I'm super stoked on it, and I know it's been like 4 months. You guys are probably wondering what's next on this car. Well, this car is actually very close to running. My son is running back and forth on the trailer, so if you hear that trailer noise, it's him. So what we're gonna see on build for the next few weeks on this car is going to be finishing up the front, move to the middle, move to the back, and once we have those 3 sections done, this thing will be ready to hit the street. This is as close as it comes to me for building a car, designing a car, and bringing it to fruition. We've got a new engine, new suspension, new body, new wheels. I built all of it, literally all of it. So I'm very excited to drive it on the road, also very terrified that it might fall apart. I have to give a huge shout out to Moss Motors. Moss Motors saved us like crazy on this paint job. We actually used them early on in the MG to get the MG running for the first time in 30 years. I'll link that video up here. They sent us a bunch of parts that got us kind of going down the road. I reached out to them again because our hood that we had on here was just garbage. It was rusted through and awful. And I reached out to Moss Motors. They said, yeah, man, we'll send you 2. So they sent me 2, so we have another one to try to make a new design on if we want. And the hood fit great. It's their aftermarket hood. If anyone's in the market for a hood for one of these, their aftermarket hood actually fits really, really well. So I know a lot of people are weird about aftermarket stuff, but it does. It fits great. So huge thank you to Moss Motors, and we will be working with them again on the interiors. They said, look, when you get to the interior, let us know. We're gonna hook you up with some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited now to do the interior because we'll have fresh parts. Very, very cool to work with them and to know that they love this build because it's a little different. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, what's up?
It has a spoiler.
Yeah, it has a spoiler too.
But we never seen it before.